Hello everybody, this is Julio Mendez from leadflowconvert.com. Welcome to this webinar. Today we are talking about Smart Legal OS, which is a done-for-you marketing intake system designed for solo attorneys, boutique firms, right? Whether you specialize in family law, immigration, real estate, you name it, we will help you build funnels and actually be able to help you convert more of those leads and be able to have better communications with those leads. And essentially, we're going to help you stay organized and be able to convert more of the business that you're getting. We're going to help you narrow down to one specific platform where you can do most of your work. Okay, so what it does, so we help you capture new client inquiries via free case evaluation on landing page, right? So we can actually build forms for you that ask particular questions, or surveys that essentially are like live surveys. They're asking different questions to your clients. So we help you capture those leads, and we actually help you with the next step, which is a pre-qualification, right? Before they get into your calendar requests, like for appointment, we ask them questions. They have to fill that information for you. All of that is then loaded to the CRM automatically. Okay, we help you with some of the follow-up emails that you need to, and SMS campaigns for no-shows or call leads. So essentially, somebody comes to your funnel, right, and your funnel or your website, they fill out the information. We're gonna take the initial steps of communication. Okay, send them an email, send them reminders of their appointments, so that you don't have to do that. You only have to worry about showing up for that meeting, and we're gonna help you make sure that that lead shows up. Okay, again, syncs directly with your calendar, and everything that is filled out moves automatically to the CRM portion. It also helps you, like I said, it improves your conversion, right? It reduces the time, and the only thing you're gonna have to do is watch it, and of course use the CRM as a sort of as the source of communication. You can also send, with a click of a button, you can send a review request, so that you can actually rank higher on Google and obviously get more business from that. Who is it for? Again, attorneys, solo attorneys, boutique law firms, family, immigration, real estate, civil, doesn't matter, right? Firms that are offering consultation or fixed fee legal packages. Okay, so what is included? So essentially, what we have for you is we help you generate a lead funnel system and website. Okay, we actually provide you with appointment confirmation, reminders, workflows, same thing after the meeting, post consultation, the SMS, what do you think, right? If you need to send a new intake form, let's say, for that lead to become your actually client, if you need to send a retainer form, right? We can actually set up a document for you, or a form for you. You can send an invoice from there with a link for payment, right? Using the integration with the Stripe, or any other system that you might use. Stripe is very, very good, but you can also use other ones. We're gonna get to that in a little bit. We're gonna essentially we're going to tag them into your intake routing and lead scoring, right? We're going to build campaigns for you, so all those potential leads, they get continuous communication. And the ones that you already have that are your clients, we're going to set them up in like holiday campaigns, so that you're always top of mind when they need anything. You are top of mind. They will call you first. Miss callback text. Hey, if you're a solo attorney, right, you might be busy working all day long hours. Somebody might call your follow-up telephone number that we're gonna set up for you. And guess what? The system is gonna quickly text back saying, sorry, I couldn't take this call. How can I help you? We can also set up automatic voicemail drops, apologizing for not being able to take the call. And obviously this is going to generate a better response from the potential leads. Okay, and we're going to obviously set out a we can set up for you a fixed fee checkout funnel system. If you need to bill clients directly, this system allows you to do wonderful things through invoices as well. And the CRM is fantastic. Your calendar, your, let's say, Outlook or professional calendar or Gmail can actually synchronize with the appointment calendar that we do, so that anybody looking to book a time with you, you're not going to have any conflicts of with your calendars. So the results that you can expect: more qualified case leads in your pipeline, fewer no-shops, fewer people that called you and ended up going somewhere else because you were too busy and couldn't respond the calls. We're going to have stronger conversations, more 5-star reviews. I'm sure you're awesome and your services are awesome. They just need a tool that will help them, that will help you communicate better with your clients, stay in touch better as well. It's all one centralized system of communication. I really mean it. And obviously less admin stress. Okay. All right. So let's quickly jump and show you what we're talking about. So I just built a law firm test. So first thing, you're going to come to your Launchpad, and here we're going to integrate everything from your Google business profile, connect your social media, insert a widget on your website. And again, let me say this. Sometimes people have asked me, it's like, hey, I already have a website. Do I need a new website to be able to use Smart Legal OS? The answer is no. So if you already have a very good website and you really like it, what we can actually do is insert our forms, insert our technology, insert the widget, insert the surveys. Okay, so that then everybody that comes to your website and interacts there, all that new information flows directly to the system. We only need the points, the nodule points where the clients are going to flow into the CRM. Same thing, if you already have a list of clients, you can upload them to your CRM and begin quickly organizing them, and then you're ready to go. Again, if you have a business WhatsApp, we can actually connect it. If you don't have one, we can create one for you as well. If you're taking credit card payments like with Stripe, this is a fantastic way. And we have a fantastic interaction with Stripe. We have a fantastic interaction with QuickBooks Online. So if that's a platform that you use to handle your invoices and your expenses and whatnot, the system is very good at connecting with QuickBooks Online. So when you're billing from your phone or from your computer, all of that information automatically syncs to QuickBooks Online. So nothing to worry about. We're not reinventing the wheel. Okay. Coming down here, we have your dashboard. This is an important thing. Eventually, as you will see, there will be some information that flows back and forward. So here, what we have is obviously this. I just created this account for you, but this is customizable, and this is where you're going to be able to see what's going on with your business. When it comes to conversations, remember I was telling you this is going to be the one channel where you need to keep look at, where you have to keep track of what is going on in terms of your conversations. So the moment you have already your database linked in and people are filling out the forms and they're communicating now with you, or if you have social media and they're writing you directly DMs into your social media accounts, they are all flowing into your lead flow convert account. So I will show you later on what I'm referring to. But once your social media accounts, your SMS number is turned on, and your WhatsApp business is turned on, it's all right here, so you can see it and never miss a conversation. Okay, calendars, again, what I was telling you is you can actually see and synchronize your calendars with your Google Calendar, your Outlook calendar. Same thing. Hey, maybe you have a conference room. Maybe you have various lawyers, so maybe we can have different rooms. Conference room number 1, conference room number 2. Maybe you have equipment that you need to be taken out. Maybe somebody needs to take out certain equipment to go to a certain meeting and whatnot. So maybe you can have a calendar for that. Okay. But essentially, any room, you can have a calendar for that, and you can actually see the availability of that room as well. And like I said, everything integrates 2 ways so that you can actually be able to see it in real life. Okay, under your context, so here obviously there's no context. Let's create a fake context. So let's call it a test, last name test at test.com. Okay, so this is a fake contact type is, let's just leave that safe. Oh, we actually need no, we didn't have to do anything. Okay, so once that contact comes over here, okay, now let's say we have a potential. If we go back to our dashboard, now you're going to see that we have a potential. Actually, it's not showing here because, let me tell you, why not? There's no opportunities here. So let's just circle back. So when we have leads, right, these leads needs to be configured, right? Normally we have it in automation. So when you create a new client, that one is added to this marketing pipeline. Okay, so let's go back to this fake lead that we just did, and we're gonna quickly come over here, and we're gonna put an opportunity. Okay, and we're gonna add this opportunity. As you can see, this will be a new lead under the marketing pipeline. And now let's say any of your services cost at least, I don't know, $1,000. So let's just say this is a $1,000 potential lead. Okay. Now if we go back to our opportunities, now you're gonna have my test person here. Now is showing on there a potential $1,000 business. Now if you go over here to dashboard, you're going to see that we have a potential $1,000 opportunity, right? So the whole point is that you can actually see as you move these opportunities around that your volume starts going up and you have a potential amount of money coming your way if you capitalize these opportunities. Okay, so you gotta convert. That's the name of the game, right? Same thing going back to the marketing pipeline. And again, this is the marketing pipeline. So let's say you already have, well, let's say this is the marketing pipeline, but because you're a lawyer, maybe you have a pipeline that you can create right here. You can have multiple pipelines with different categories here for stages, right? So maybe you have the pipeline that, you know, they're in litigation. So maybe you call it your litigation pipeline. Maybe you call them the immigration pipeline. And maybe you also do a civil, family law pipeline, right? And same thing here. You can call, instead of a new lead, you can actually call them now they have signed the retainer thing. And maybe the next column is we've set up the first appointment, and maybe the next stage is created letter for them, or case is closed, right? So you can move them around different I don't know, stages, right? So however you handle your business, right? Like I said, they could be multiple pipelines. One could be for one side of your business. The other one could be for a different type of family law. This is just the basic marketing pipeline, so you can actually move them around and, right, move around so you can have them. So ideally, when you have multiple clients, some of them will be in different stages. Okay, now notice when I have this, okay, if I mark this as 1, means that you've converted the business. Okay, so as you can see, this is no longer here. If I go back to my dashboard, this now shows a conversion of 100%. We made $1,000 by doing that. Again, so we have now that opportunity has been converted. Okay, so let's move on. All right, now down here we have the payments tab, and under payments, what you can actually do is integrate, right? So you can have multiple integrations. So if you're receiving payments, well, you're Stripe, right? But if you're actually doing invoicing and whatnot, you can actually integrate with QuickBooks Online. So as you can see, you can actually do invoices, you can do estimates, you can create documents, right? We can have payment links, right? Maybe you want to have like I said, products. Maybe you create a product. So let's create a product quickly. So maybe this is going to be your intake call. I don't know. There are some lawyers that charge you when they do intake call, right? And we're going to call this intake call. We're going to call it like that, but maybe it's a $500 one-time call, right? And or you can have a recurring one. So maybe every time you're writing a letter, every time you write a letter is a $500 fee. Okay. So we're gonna call this our intake call. And now, because we've created a product as simple as this, you can create an invoice. And of course, using the app on your phone, you can do the same thing. You come, create a new invoice, right? We only have one client and we add one product, our intake call, our $500, okay? And you quickly just click send, and it's going to tell you how do you want to send it. Do you want to send it via email or text? You normally want to select both. And if you integrate with Stripe, then there's a link, as you can see, a little button there on the invoice, and the clients can actually pay you right on the spot, which is fantastic. Okay, that's what we want. All right, so going back, so that's payments. When it comes to AI, this is fantastic, especially for small firms of lawyers. This is phenomenal. So what is AI agent? Imagine you have the ability of having 2 AI agents. One of them is voice, the other one is conversation. So imagine on their voice, right, you have a dedicated number from GoHighLevel. So let's say you use that as your main business number. So when people call you, okay, we are going to be able to get that AI, okay, get the AI to take that phone call and have a simple interaction with that. Let's listen to Jessica quickly.
Hey, Worldly 11 Labs friends, let's talk. Let's have a conversation about anything. My name's Jessica, and I'm looking forward to chatting with you.
So imagine you have different voices, right? Let's check out Donovan.
Donovan's deep voice is the sound of articulate authority, but he also feels deeply and takes care of the people he loves.
So imagine we can actually do a full customization of your business, saying, hello, this is Donovan, or this is Jessica, you've reached ABC law firm, how can we help you? And we can definitely train this agent and give him goals, so he knows that, he's going to take either a message, he's going to do an appointment setting, or maybe it's something urgent and he's going to hot transfer that call for you. This is a phenomenal way of doing things, right? Of doing your business. Same thing when it comes to the conversation AI. And again, we train these things, okay? So when it comes to the conversation AI, same thing. We create a knowledge base. So we give it as much information about your business, so that when somebody writes you on Facebook, on Instagram, right, on Pinterest, on whatever, okay, when they come to your website and they click on the widget, it knows about your business. When somebody sends you an SMS, it has the knowledge base behind it, so it's going to be able to communicate an answer based on your business. As you can see here, we have conversation AI, knowledge-based content AI. So we feed information about your website, your working hours, frequently asked questions, right? And so they know the AI robot is going to be able to answer in the most efficient way. So let me just quickly show you an account here. So as you can see, under this conversation AI, this autopilot that is enabled for me is having a SMS replies, Instagram, Facebook, live chat, and the chat widget. They're all in autopilot. So that means that anybody that writes me directly onto my accounts, right, this AI takes over. And that's why I say that it's important, for example, if you have a WhatsApp, to generate one specifically for your business, because if you have your mom, your friends writing you, the AI is gonna take over those conversations automatically. So you want to be able just to have a separate account, so that anything that comes through that is really for your business. Okay, so let's just go back to that law firm account. Another wonderful thing that we have for you is the social media planner. This is a phenomenal thing. So let's say, well, your business is an attorney, is not sales, is not marketing per se. Maybe it's sales because, hey, you gotta also talk to the potential leads and convert them into your clients. So that's technically sales. But maybe you don't have the resources to actually create posts and generate new leads, right? So how do you generate leads? Well, you can have Meta ads, you can have Google ads, right? But you know that they're gonna cost a little bit of a premium. Same thing, we can actually create posts on your behalf as part of Lead Flow Convert services. We can actually create content for you, so you don't have to do it. For example, here, as you can see, I have all these accounts connected. All right, so every time I want to do a post, I connect my accounts, and as you can see here, some of them are scheduled, some of them are already published. Okay, so I create the content, I schedule it for one particular date, and off they go. I only do it once. Okay. So for example, here I can just quickly come, select the accounts that I want to do, all right? And obviously if it's TikTok and YouTube, well, it has to be a video format. But let's say I just add a nice picture. And by the way, we can use AI to generate the picture directly from here, right? And let's say I want to do this house, it looks wonderful. And then I just use the content and the hashtags, and boom, as you can see, this is how your post will look like in the different platforms. And obviously I can tag you here on your business account. Again, this is a phenomenal way of posting from one place to all of your accounts, from one place to all of your accounts. That's already included into that. So phenomenal. All right, let me just quickly show you how your conversations could look when you have something that is full. So I just want to do one quick little seconds and then I gotta move on. You see, everything that has come, all the conversations are there. So I don't want to have to delete that, so or edit the video. So I'm gonna just leave it like that. Okay, I don't want to show any emails or anything. Now, under sites, I'm gonna skip automation for a second. Under sites, you can see we can build, and again, these are just sample. This is a funnel that we can actually build for you. We obviously use more than just the sample. We have a team of designers behind all of this to generate the best potential content for you. And because I'm on the third level right now of my house, it's taking a little bit to load. But let's see, let me show you an example of a offer. So in this case, we have an offer, right? So funnels are great for catching leads. So you put an ad, right, with a link, and the link is essentially a funnel page. So we have offer, consultation, and a thank you, or a consultation, like a calendar link or whatnot, or a thank you page. So as you can see, we can obviously customize this funnel to bring you in. And then again, we have a consultation appointment, so that might look like a calendar as well, and then a thank you. But we can obviously build a website for you that is stunning. In this particular case, we have 6 pages attached to this website, so we obviously make them super nice so that we can capture business, right? So here we have a immigration lawyer, and obviously we can actually make stunning websites for you. And again, all these buttons essentially leads to forms and surveys, and that's how we capture the leads. Same thing, we can actually, if you have if you need a client portal, somebody comes in and need to provide identification and all that, we can always help you create whatever you need. So coming back now to automations, right? So automations, this is where we build those workflows for you. So in this particular case, this is the marketing workflow. So again, this is how a simple workflow looks like. So we have steps 1 through 6. So let's say from that funnel, somebody clicks on the button and then they go to a form. So this is a form that it was either generated via Facebook or came directly from your website. So we create an opportunity. Remember how that funnel goes, that we were showing you the funnel. So here we had the marketing pipeline, right? And so we're gonna call this that, if they fill out the form, now they're in the new lead. Maybe we want to send a conversation email saying, hey, we received your information, thank you so much, right? Maybe we send an SMS right away as well. Hey, thank you so much for claiming our offer. We're excited to help you with your immigration needs, yada, yada, yada. Then we wait for 2 minutes, and if they reply, then all of this happens. We send an SMS, we send a booking link if they haven't booked the appointment. Okay, maybe they didn't answer, so we set up a connect call, or we send them a voicemail, and if there's nothing, we wait 1 day and we send them a question on the SMS thing. So a simple workflow. Same thing, appointment confirmation reminders, right? So what we want to do is make sure that they have an appointment confirmed in the calendar, and then we can send them reminders that their appointment is coming up in an hour, 24 hours, and so forth. Okay, so that's automation. And not just that, but I forgot to mention that on the social planner, yes, we can actually do wonderful email campaigns and templates, so that we can actually set up, let's say, those 12 touches. Maybe is we create the content for those beautiful emails that are going to go. So when somebody becomes a client, maybe you have, 1 monthly email. Maybe you want to have a newsletter. Okay, maybe it's a new client, so maybe you're gonna target that person daily until they confirm the appointment. Okay, so the whole point is conversion. And quickly, I just want to tell you a little bit about the reputation. So if you already have a Google business profile, this is where you can actually connect it. Same thing if you have reviews on Facebook, you can connect it over here. A wonderful feature that we have is that we can actually reply immediately to all of those reviews and have the AI write to them in the most professional way. You can choose the tone, right? And with a click of a button, you can actually send out a review out and hopefully get a 5-star review, and you're always going to be ranking higher. Okay? So essentially that's what we have. Oh, and by the way, we can actually create a widget for you, install it on your website with whatever you want to show. Maybe you only want to show 5 stars comments or ratings or reviews on your website. Maybe you're okay with 4 and 5, and we make sure that that shows onto your website. So again, Julio Mendez from LeadFlow Convert. The whole idea from LeadFlow Converts is to be able to get you better and qualified leads, right? Have fewer no-shows, be able to help you if you're a small firm, if you're a solo agent, so that you are always working, and we're going to build a system for you. By the way, I forgot to show you quickly the our lead connector app. So let me just quickly show you how this actually likes. So let me just switch here to the right account. Let me see. Anyway, all right. So here, as you can see, if you have any tasks that you gotta do, they're always here. They're gonna pop up. All right. So you can actually access the social planner directly from your phone app. Same thing, you can always move the opportunities and create an opportunity. Okay, and you can move them quickly. Remember earlier we had a lead that we converted. Okay, so that you can always move that here. On the plus button, you can always select the clients, right? And for example here, I want to move it again to open, and we're going to move it back to new lead and save that opportunity. We're going to call it test again, and we're going to save it. I cannot duplicate this opportunity. Okay, it doesn't matter. So the whole point is that you can quickly act from here. On the left hand side, we have your social planner, your opportunities, invoices. If you want to quickly go to your invoice, maybe you want to go. Remember, we charge $500 for that call. You can again create a new invoice from here directly and select the new customer. Maybe it's the same customer. Just build them right here. Select one of the products that we have, the intake call. Okay. And select that one again and add it again, and then send it. If you have integration to your Stripe, your phone can actually become a tap to pay service. Okay, so this is wonderful because if you have to go and meet with a client and you got to build them right there, your phone can become a terminal where you can accept credit or debit. All right. So let's just skip this out. What else we had over here on this tab? Again, you can have estimates, you can have some manual actions. Going over here, again, these are where all your notifications come. From here is where you would have all of your conversations. Again, this is your money. We tried this already. This is where you can actually bill somebody again $500 just for the fun of it. Right, select our client, and here we go. Okay, we did this just now. Let's go back. Under calendars, you can see any calendar, the integration that you have, you can actually see that in here. It's all in one, it's showing your appointments, everything. Okay, and again, you can see all of the contacts. You click plus, you can actually scan a business card, add a contact. The quick actions, you can quickly send an email, okay, add a contact, scan a business card, book an appointment, request review, and new payment, and new opportunity. You can make a call and send a message directly from here. Which, by the way, I forgot to mention that the CRM, we barely spoke about the CRM, so I apologize for that. Under the CRM, you can quickly do a lot of actions here. Here you can create internal comments. If you created a form, okay, right, all of this would normally be here. So if a client fills out a form or a survey, they automatically get here. Okay, so this is fantastic. From the CRM, again, if you have, in this particular case, we only have email connected here. But if you had Instagram, if you had WhatsApp, if you have SMS, all connected, from this point, you can actually send out whatever you want. Okay, let me just quickly show you this account. And anything, right? So I don't want to show anything, but from here you can actually send out a WhatsApp, an email, anything that you want directly from this portion of the CRM, okay? And not just that, you can send, like I said, an email, send a text, and from here you can create tasks, from here you can create notes, from here you can actually create appointments, from here you can actually send out documents that you have, from here you can request payments, and again, a lot of stuff as well. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. My name is Julio Mendez from Lead Flow Convert. Give us a call, come to our site, book an appointment, all right? And if there's anything we can do to help you, yeah, just let us know. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.